I was on a phone call with a leader overseas in the MENA, Middle Eastern and North Africa region, and somebody on this call asked me, Netta, what's the difference between women in leadership and just leadership? Newsflash, absolutely nothing. Now, I know this is unpopular opinion because there's so many women initiatives around the world and we even have them ourselves. But the truth is, leadership is leadership. The difference between women in leadership and men in leadership is the path of getting there. So as we know, there are a number of obstacles over the last hundreds of years that have prevented women from climbing the career ladder at a faster rate. But once you're in a leadership role, it's all the same. Leadership requires transformation, it requires emotional and social intelligence, it requires executive presence, self-confidence, of course, and the ability to move your team forward, having the technical expertise and wise decision making. But here's the thing. What do you do when women can't be seen in the workplace or aren't seen in the workplace because of a number of challenges? Well, let me break it down for you. There are just a few challenges that I'm going to share with you today that prevent women from getting to leadership roles at a faster rate, just like their male counterparts. Number one, women on women. I know that sounds bad, but yes, there are a number of women out there that still function with the scarcity mindset, meaning that they're not very kind to one another, or they still believe that there's only one seat at the table. So believe it or not, we work with clients all over the world and we still see this, that there are a number of women that are trying to climb the career ladder, and guess what? The challenges that they're facing in the workplace are not due to their male counterparts. No, in fact, they're due to the female counterparts that are worried that they're gonna take their spot or that they're gonna come in and they're no longer gonna have a seat at the table. Number two, self-confidence. Yes, self-confidence. Now, of course, men struggle from self-confidence as well. It's not just a woman thing. However, when men struggle with confidence, they tend to assert forward and become more aggressive. Have you heard the statistic that men will apply for a job when they only have 60% of the knowledge, but women won't apply until they have 100%? So even though both men and women struggle with confidence, men will move forward, they'll take action anyways, and women will take a step back and become more passive. Now, naturally, this gets in the way of us climbing the career ladder because we're taking steps back versus driving steps forward. And number three, the people-pleasing perfectionist mindset. Yes, this is a big challenge today amongst many, many women. Having the habit of just wanting to people-please and therefore breaking healthy boundaries and not able to move forward in your career faster because there's not a clear line of your boundaries, your values, and what you want in your life. People-pleasing can be a huge potential crusher. So as women, it's really important to understand how can we create healthy boundaries and still show up as our best. Unfortunately, some of the biggest challenges that we see with women today in modern day time is up here. Now, that's not to minimize and say that in the past there haven't been challenges with women's equity and equality in the workplace. Absolutely, that is all true. But in today's world, a lot of what we're seeing that's hindering women is a projection from the past. It's no longer necessarily relevant. I can't tell you how many times women have came up to me and said, I can't be A, B, C, and D because there's all men in the room. Or I'll never get that promotion because I don't have the technical skill. Or I want to apply for this, but I just don't think I'm ready. You see, most of the challenges that are happening today that are getting in the way of women becoming great leaders are happening up here, not necessarily what's happening in the workplace with their male counterparts. So, all that to say, what's the difference between women in leadership and men in leadership? Absolutely nothing. But the path to getting there absolutely has differences and challenges.